By now everyone's watched the Tampa-Carolina game, the outstanding game that they played, the way in which they have chosen to play. They blocked a punt in that game. They had no turnovers themselves. They rushed the ball for 130 yards. The young rookie running back rushed for 95 yards. Their defense played outstanding. They held the number 7 rushing team in the NFL a year ago to 10 yards rushing. It was -1 at halftime. They're a good team. They're a fast team. They did well in free agency. They drafted well. All 3 of those top kids are all starters on their team. And, they seem to be playing the way that they want to play. So it'll be, we're preparing. We had one early practice that we introduced some of how we would play. And of course, today is our big day, the start of our week. Questions?
How's Prince doing? Is he expected to practice fully today?
Well, he won't practice fully, but he will try to pick up where we left off Monday and see if we can continue to allow him to work, and he can, he does have some issues. He's just fighting his way through them. Yeah, it's just some nagging issues there. That's all. He'll practice.
Greg Sheehan was at Rutgers. A lot of his defensive stuff was confusion, speed. How much of that did you bring to Tampa? I mean, do you watch any of the Rutgers films?
We watched all the Rutgers film, in all 3 phases. And of course, we watched all the preseason games, and they continue to have a good scheme.
I think you were asked briefly about it the other day, but is it when you would face 2 coordinators that were recently part of your staff, and is that unusual, and how much do you think that can help the Bucs?
Well, you can draw your own conclusions on that one. They've both been here. They've both been in our system. Mike Sullivan, of recent date, obviously, did an outstanding job for us. Good, sharp, young coach. Bill Sheridan was here with our defensive staff. And so they both know the way we operate. They both know somewhat of our terminology. So we're aware of that.
Marvin Austin, is he going to work today?
Yes.
And how's he feeling?
How you doing? He's going to practice.
Does it also help you? Does he run a lot of the same things that he's taken a lot of things from the Giants offense and running down there as well?
Watch the tape, yes. Mm-hmm.
Tom, they want to have balance, obviously, with the young running back market. How do you see them in the rookie?
Hard runner. He is physical, runs through arm tackles. He and the fullback are right up there in their pass reception area as well, and they both do pick up the blitz well, I think. So they ran 36 times the other day.
Tom, obviously your focus is on your team, but for a moment, can you sort of be in Greg's place for a minute? I mean, having been in the college program for a good while, building something there, moving to the NFL, being a first-year coach. I mean, can you imagine what it's been like for him?
I can imagine, yeah. I sure can. I've been there a couple times. Thank you very much for reminding me.
What is it like? I mean, is it overwhelming? How good do you need to help for him to get open in that first?
Oh, it was obvious. A team that had lost 10 straight games the year before, so the program is obviously being accepted. They made a lot of changes. They changed better than half the offensive players on their team, period. So, that was an exciting win for them at home, and provided everyone there with some confidence, and obviously they're doing things the way they want to do them.
Tom, the first time in a while, Woodby is not on the injury report.
Mm-hmm. I asked that question myself. He will go. He will continue to progress the way we've been bringing him along with the number of snaps that he gets, and again trying to make up for all the lost time.
He said he's been getting the right number of snaps with some sort of ones and some of the kids. That's correct. So he's holding up.
He seems to be.
Is there a chance that he could start at left tackle this week?
We'll see. We'll see how fast he comes.
Is that his job when he's healthy?
We'll see.
You understand.
Anything with David this week, in terms of the fumble and talk to him, still involved in drills
Yes.
Which one?
All of the above.
How's he responded?
Well,
Fine, well.
he's anxious to do right.
Oh, you anticipate getting the ball on something?
Certainly.
He's not, he's not to get the ball.
Well, he's a little out of the doghouse. A little bit out of the doghouse.
How can you regain your trust?
Ball security.
Justin's telling me Dave Tom that he hasn't slept well since losing, and I'm wondering over the past week if that loss has sat with you and
None of us have slept well. I hope the whole room is full of people who did sleep well. That's the point.
How much more physical do you have to be this week against this Tampa Bay team?
Very improved.
You know the series of drops, I mean, do you change anything the next week, any drills, anything like that, to the right?
Back to fundamentals. Focus, concentration. Can't go anywhere without the ball. Come back to the ball. See the point, catch the fat part, put it away, cover it up, make the most direct course up the field and gain extra yardage, run after the catch.
Is part of that just teaching guys how to slow down a little bit?
Don't want anybody to slow down. We're looking for people to speed up. Just execute the fundamentals properly.
You had mentioned after the game that, when you asked you about Cruz's drops, you said he has those occasional kind of lapses in concentration. Is that just up to him to fix that?
A lot of it is, yes. He's done it before.
That's what I was gonna ask you, but he had those lapses last year, you'd see him come back for a good.
Absolutely.
Tom, what do you expect in 10 days off?
Energy, enthusiasm, pride. Second game of the season. Didn't like what we saw for the most part in the first game. Renewed vigor, vigilance, unselfishness. Do your job. Understand, listen, pay attention to the details. Follow the details through in the chaos of the game.
Yeah, yesterday, Angel was on the radio, he said that a lot of the mistakes on defense were guys trying to play outside their assignments and doing too much. Is that a fair assessment of some of the issues that came up, or?
Some of that is correct.
Tom, when you made the transition from college to the NFL, do you remember facing questions about whether that type of system, the type of discipline, the type of things you carried over? Do you remember facing questions about whether they work at the NFL level?
There's a well-documented record of that. Thank you.
So why,
First preseason training camp, we don't have time for this.
Tom, when you speak of things like focus and renewed vigor, that's one thing, but when you look at that tape, did anything concern you at the level of your team being overmatched in its opener?
Execution was not what we expected. We anticipated a lot better execution, and that's the direction we go in.
Tom, with the schedule, did any Panther stuff leak in this week at all?
No. Most important game we've ever played is this week. And then the next most important game we've ever played will be the week after.
Is it a different game to go from coaching college to the program?
What the heck? Is this the only 15 minutes that... Is it different? Sure it's different. It's a lot different.
Tom, there was a lot of talk Monday for some of your defensive guys, some of the offensive guys, about the speed of Tampa's front seven. That really added to the way they were able to shut down the run. Is there anything you have to do differently?
Recognition helps a lot. Being able to adjust on the fly, meet speed with speed, and power with power, and so on and so forth. They have a very good front.
How's Keith Rivers hamstring?
He's going to work. He'll be limited.